all there virtual food producers. Thanks for clicking in. Welcome to a short guide on the skill of food crafting in SunnySide. If you're looking for more tips about getting started in the game, I've linked a basics guide up in the corner there. Let's get started on some food crafting. To do this, we'll need to visit the mechanic along the coast of SunnySide, Kyle. His shop sells many of the components that we need, along with providing the services to rebuild the machines. All of the machines will also require mini computers that can be purchased from Hero's store. Our starter machine, the simple drying rack, also requires a solar panel to help power it. The dehydrator is the only food crafting appliance that can be built without needing the broken version, which we'll get to those in a moment. The full list of materials for the dehydrator are 4 hardwood planks, which can be commissioned through Philip at the Woodworks, 3 glass sheets, which you can buy or have Ishikawa blacksmith make for you from sand found on the beach. To do that, use your aluminum bucket to retrieve sand, 1 mini computer, and 1 solar power, both which are available from Tech Hero, plus 3 air hoses that are sold by Kyle the mechanic. These machines will come preloaded with dozens of products from tea leaves to seeds, along with straw and hay. However, they do have considerably long processing times, and food crafting can take a while to level. I would recommend starting with 2 or more if you have the cash and the materials to spare. Take the list of materials with you to the garage and open the vendor menu. Click the Services button at the top corner of the list, and you'll see the available machines. Click for as many dehydrators as you have brought materials for, and complete the purchase. Those simple drying racks will be deposited the next day in a box outside the shop. You'll be limited to the drying rack as you progress through level 2, and at that point, you'll get a second machine to help run up your level faster, the cream separator. If you've been keeping up with your homesteading quest to build coops, barns, and buy animals, an extra blueprint for the cream separator will be added to your drone build menu. You can build it with parts from Kyle's shop, but initially you won't have any recipes until you unlock them in the first step of the skill tree at level 2. This processor can make use of all your raw cow, goat, and sheep milk, doing as it implies, separating the milk product from the cream. Using this in combination with the dehydrator consistently can help you level for your initial food crafting skills. At skill levels 4 and 6, 2 new sets of machines will unlock. The first round is the packaging machine, oil press, and bean roaster. The second round is the canning machine, cheese kettle, and fermenting barrel. At skill level 8, all base recipes will be added to the appliances before breaking off into specialties as you increase your levels in the skill and gain even more recipes for the machines. This next option will get you started on roasting all of your bean and eventually peanut crops into snackables that can be sold or consumed. To get this machine, along with the oil press and packaging machine, we'll go over those in a moment, we need to unlock the level 4 in the food crafting menu portion of the skill tree. Once this is done, the broken pieces that are needed for the refurbishing process will become available for sale at the vendor at the Heya store in Hagashi. Each broken machine sells for $195, and you'll need 1 of every machine that you want to make. As far as I'm aware, there's no limit on the count that you can have. Make a stop at Tech Hero in SunnySide for the cherry cake mini computers necessary for rebuilding and the rest of the parts, which are 2 thermal rods, a filter, and 3 couplings that are all available from Kyle's mechanic shop. Hand over these parts to Kyle under the Services tab, and the next day you'll have a package ready for installation at your farm. Similar to the simple drying rack, interact with the computer on the machine to open up the menu for the recipes to get started. Check the skill tree for what levels will unlock more recipes as you continue to level. If you're already in-game rich by the time you're making these, it doesn't hurt to just do these machines all at once. The oil press requires a broken part from the department store, a cherry cake mini computer, 3 small gears, 2 filters, and a DC motor. Our oil press is one of the smallest machines that could be placed on a table or a countertop. Inside this computer's menu, there's a few recipes pre-installed, including a way to utilize peanuts to make peanut oil. You'll also need the hardwood barrels for this machine, along with the fermenting barrel. These can be purchased on a rotating stock at Phillips Woodworks, but can also be commissioned on build anytime his shop is open. The packaging machine is a lovely complement to the simple drying rack. If you found yourself with an abundance of seeds from leveling with your dehydrator, you can use cardboard found at several town vendors to bulk the seeds into organic packs that can be sold at the farmer's market or to Ladybug Delight. The packager requires a broken part from the department store, a cherry cake mini computer, 3 large gears, 3 small gears, and 2 couplings from the mechanic shop. Our next 3 food crafting appliances will unlock at level 8, and the corresponding broken parts will start appearing in the Heya store. And I recommend getting duplicates of the fermenting barrel, as the crafting time on this one can be a week's long range. We can initially make things like mirin and sake using hardwood barrels and koji purchased from Seiko's grocery store. The materials are the broken appliance part, a cherry cake mini computer, 2 thermal rods, 1 hydraulic cylinder, and 1 hydraulic pump. Cheese kettles are another one of the food crafting machines that can be a bit of a weight, especially if you're bulk processing cheese or tofu. This is one great way to use up all of the milk off of your ranch and also finally use that gypsum that you've been gathering up in the caves. It needs the broken cheese kettle part, a cherry cake mini computer, 2 thermal rods, 3 filters, and 1 hydraulic pump. The final option, the canning machine, complements some of your cooked goods by packaging it up for sale, such as the mini fruit jams that you'll acquire through recipes from Naka. It's a bit of a faster processing time. Most jams only take 30 minutes in-game period to finish a batch of 24 jars. These jars you can acquire from Master Ishikawa at the blacksmith, along with bottles to package the oils and fermented products that you'll be making with the oil press and the fermenting barrel. You can buy stacks of jars and bottles outright from the sale menu, or commission services by collecting up tons of sand with your aluminum bucket at the beach for a much cheaper price. To make the canning machine, we need the broken part, a cherry cake mini computer, 2 thermal rods, 4 O-rings, and a hydraulic pump. All of these options give you plenty of reasons to try growing new crops on your farms, and all of these options can be sold off in their final form or used in your own food consumption. It's a fun way to stay entertained after you've got your first farm up and running. It really adds to the long-term goal setting in SunnySide. I'm absolutely loving this game. It's quickly scaled its way into my top 5 favorite list, which is saying quite a bit considering that I have to scroll through my Steam to pick a game to play. I'm at about 250 hours on SunnySide since its release, 4 different saved game files, and I'm still entertained. I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am. If you're looking for more tips and guides on the game, I have a SunnySide playlist going with the basics. Hopefully this information has been useful to you. Comment below if you have any questions, and I might have answers as I continue to learn the game. Take care, y'all, and bye-bye!